You know, there's a sound that for generations really defined the soul of summer. It's a rhythm that wasn't born from a speaker, but from the sidewalk itself. And that sound, it carries with it the feeling of warm concrete, the echo of laughter, and the pulse of a community finding its own unique beat. It all starts with this simple image. Just two long ropes turning in perfect opposition, carving the air into a space of pure possibility. And then you see it, that blur of dancing feet finding the courage to jump right into that hypnotic, spinning world. And finally, you hear it, that steady, percussive slap of rope on pavement, a sound that became so much more than just a game. It became the rhythm of a culture. The story of Double Dutch is this incredible tale of migration and transformation. I mean, it's a journey that spans centuries and continents, and it begins in a place you would probably never expect. So, believe it or not, it first showed up centuries ago, just a simple pastime for kids on the cobblestone streets of Holland back in the 1600s. When Dutch immigrants brought it over to America, it was just a quiet little piece of their old home. But it was on the vibrant, packed streets of 1930s Harlem where the game was truly reborn. The African-American community there took its simple form and gave it a whole new soul, infusing it with this syncopated rhythm, a unique style of dance, and a really profound cultural meaning. And in Harlem, well, Double Dutch found its true home. It wasn't just something played on the streets. It became a fundamental part of the neighborhood's pulse, its energy, its very identity. I mean, just picture it. In that dense, electric atmosphere, the game just thrived. Music was spilling from open windows, becoming the soundtrack for the turners. The constant energy of the city fueled the jumpers. On every single block, those spinning ropes were like a stage for creativity, a place for chanting rhymes, and just a constant, reassuring presence. But here's the thing, it was way more than just a game. It was a formative experience, especially for young Black girls. That space between those ropes, that was a world they made themselves. It's where they found solidarity, built this unshakable self-confidence, and had a platform for pure self-expression. It was a ritual that literally helped weave the fabric of their community culture. And that feeling, man, it endures. For an entire generation, especially those who are now over 55, the memory of Double Dutch isn't just about a game. It's a core memory, a symbol of a time of simple, absolute joy. For decades, the game belonged entirely to the sidewalk. But then, in the 1970s, a whole new chapter began. As Double Dutch started to evolve from this informal pastime into a disciplined, competitive sport. The game's energy was just infectious, you couldn't deny it, and eventually, the city caught on. As part of an effort to provide positive outlets for young people, the New York Police Department actually helped give the street game a formal structure, and that one initiative sparked a revolution, leading to the very first official Double Dutch League, which set down the rules and really paved the way for a whole new era of competition. The mechanics of it are beautifully simple. You've got two turners spinning two long ropes in a steady, opposite motion. You need at least one jumper to make it a trio. But the real art of the game lies beneath the surface. It's in that unspoken communication between everyone, the flawless timing, and the deep, natural sense of rhythm that everyone has to share. And as a sport, its artistry just blossomed. Competitions started testing all these different forms of mastery. You have speed, which is just this astonishing display of athleticism, measuring how many times a jumper's feet can hit the ground in 2 minutes. And then there's freestyle, where jumpers become performers, weaving in complex choreography, acrobatics, and dance. This wasn't just a game anymore. It was a showcase of truly elite athleticism. So, right as Double Dutch was finding its footing as a sport, another cultural earthquake was erupting on the very same streets. And this created a fusion that would pretty much define an entire era. Okay, so picture the 1970s and 80s. Hip-hop was being born. DJs were setting up their turntables on street corners. And what was happening just a few feet away? The ropes were turning. The connection was immediate, it was natural, it was unspoken. The driving beat from the speakers flowed right into the slap of the ropes on the pavement. Double Dutch became the live-in, breathing visual expression of hip-hop's brand new rhythm. And you know what? That rhythm never faded. Today, the game that was raised on the streets of Harlem has crossed oceans once more, and it's become this celebrated global phenomenon. The game is absolutely thriving in the modern age. It commands the stage at huge tournaments, from the Netherlands all the way to Japan, where its precision and artistry are just revered. A whole new generation has discovered its magic online, with viral videos on TikTok and Instagram capturing its hypnotic appeal. It's even being used in modern fitness programs, as communities all over the globe dedicated to the sport just get bigger every single day. I mean, when you step back and look at the whole picture, what an incredible journey. From a simple kids game in 17th century Holland, to its cultural rebirth in Harlem, its evolution into a competitive sport, and now, its status as a global movement that connects people all over the world. Which really brings us back to the beginning. After seeing its history, its cultural power, and its legacy that's still going strong, the question kind of answers itself, doesn't it? Can we truly say it is just a game?
No, it is so much more. It's a cultural expression, one born of resilience and pure creativity. It is the authentic rhythm of a community. It's a shared legacy of childhood joy and a protected space where freedom and expression have absolutely no limits.
In the end, it really comes down to a simple, beautiful truth. One rope game, and yet it remains the carrier of millions of memories, its steady rhythm still echoing in the hearts of everyone who has ever heard its call.